everybody.
That's a whole nother layer.
Everybody at home, can you hear me?
Switched it over again.
Thumbs up if you can hear me, everybody. Thumbs up. Awesome, awesome. We are recording. Less than a minute to go, everybody. Oh, actually, it is time to go. So happy Tuesday, everybody. Let's go ahead and get ourselves all warmed up with those total body extensions. Fighter bounce with the arm swing squats and our jumping jacks. So go ahead and get yourself fired up in 3, 2, 1. For today's workout, it is upper body day with some core as well. We do have some core in there. We have 2 groups of exercises. The first group would be upper body. Second group would be the core stuff. The first group with the upper body, it'll be 30 seconds of work, 8-second transition. We go top to bottom through that list, and then we'll go into that core board right after that. It'll be 25 seconds of work and 3-second transition in the core board. But after our core board, you will get 12 seconds to get right back to the top. We will go to top to bottom through both of them 4 times through. So after the upper body, go to the core, and then we'll transition back to the upper body, and then we'll go through that after that. After our 4th time through of each of those, we will get into our stretches, and we will get to move on with our day. For the first exercise, it is our wide squat upright row. So everybody at home, you can use your bag for this one, just like Teresa is right there. Get deep into that wide squat. Have those feet about bigger than wider than shoulder width apart on this one, but you can point your toes out a little bit as well. Just make sure you're leading with those elbows at the top on those upright rows, and making sure that weight is right below that chin on that one. You could also use dumbbells as well if you do have dumbbells at home. This will allow you to get more range of motion and get that up there. And for everybody here at the gym, you'll be using that kettlebell. And you get into a wide squat, upright row, and then make sure that kettlebell is right below your chin at the top, and those elbows are nice and high. Next exercise is our reverse fly. So everybody at home, we use as a weighted bag. This one, you can switch arms at home. You can alternate between each arm on this one, or you can also just focus on one side, just making sure you get nice and wide. Upper body parallel towards the ground, squeeze those shoulder blades together, slight bend in those elbows. If you do have dumbbells at home, you can use both arms. Everybody here at the gym, you'll be using both arms with those dumbbells. Same thing, make sure you're squeezing your back, those shoulders are not rounded forward, and slight bend in those elbows. And then next exercise, we'll get into those chest flies. For everybody at home, you do have dumbbells. You can do this exercise. You have your back on the floor, knees bent, and you pretend like you're hugging a tree, squeezing that chest up at the top, and then bring it right back down. Remember, slight bend in those elbows as well. Otherwise, if you don't have our dumbbells, you can do wide push-ups, shifters. So you're going to get wide position with those arms. And then at the bottom of that push-up, you're going to shift your weight side to side. So you're going to try to aim your chest towards those wrists as you go side to side. You do it on your toes or on your knees. If you have a hard time with those shifters, you can do focus on just the wide push-ups instead, either on your toes or on your knees. And then our next exercise will be that kneeling curl and press. If you have dumbbells or your bag, you can use either or. So you're going to have a kneeling position. You can do that curl, and then you will press up at the top. Just make sure you get that full range of motion as you do those. If you have a dumbbells, you can do different variations. You can do a curl, hammer position. You can do regular curl position. Just make sure that you get those full curls, and then you will press up. 2 different movements, 2 different at the same time. Don't combine them 2 at the same time. The next exercise is those piston rows. So if you do have dumbbells, you can do this at home. Make sure your upper body parallel to the ground. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Lead with those elbows. Make sure those elbows go past your back. To that. Make sure you're not also rotating those shoulders. Otherwise, if you do have your bag, you can do regular rows. You're going to lead with those elbows. Make sure those elbows go past your back. And just like I said before, do not round those shoulders. Make sure that they're squeezed together. Shoulder blades are squeezed together. Next up, we have our step up front raises for everybody at home. If you don't have steps, platform to go on, you can do focus on those front raises. You can also do lunges with those front raises as you get those reverse lunges or forward lunges. Just make sure that we're doing those front raises. We're not bringing those weights anywhere above or below those shoulders. You can also do it in a hammer position with that as well, whether your dumbbells or your bag. And then our next exercise will be those skull crushers. So if you do have dumbbells at home, you can use these dumbbells. Make sure those elbows are pointed up and forward. They're not flared out. You're bringing those dumbbells to the side of your ears and then squeezing those triceps up at the top on that. Otherwise, you can also use your weighted bag for this one. Just making sure you know full range of motion, bringing that weight up behind, maybe above your head on this one, and squeeze those triceps up at the top. And then real quick, we'll go through that core board. We'll get started off with those half get-ups on the right side. So this one, you'll have your weight on your right arm, and then your left knee will be up on this one as you do that. And then get that full range of motion, get that chest up towards that knee. And then we'll go and switch sides into those Superman planks. Hold that plank position, either a low plank or get that arm out on that. You could also extend that leg out as well. It'll be the opposite leg as that arm as you're doing that. You could also do it in a high plank position. Same things with those arms and those legs. And we'll go to the other side of those half get-ups. This time the weight will be in your left hand, right knee would be up on this. Make sure that you're aiming towards the ceiling with the hand or that weight on that as you're doing that. And make sure you get the chest up toward the knees. If you need that opposite elbow to help out, you can do that as well. So those are our exercises. We just started with those wide squat upright rows. So grab your bags, grab your kettlebells, grab your dumbbells. We'll get this upper body core day started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Remember, lead with those elbows and you're doing those upright rows. If you're doing those squats, keep that chest high, weight on those heels, then nice and deep into those squats. Awesome job. Remember, you're leading with those elbows. Make sure that weight does not go above your chin. We have less than 10 seconds. Leave it up. Next up, we'll get into those reverse flies. We have 2, 1. So get ready. Upper body parallel towards the ground. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Get ready. We'll get started in 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, if you're at home, you can alternate between those arms in those with those weighted bags or focusing on one arm at a time each round. Just make sure that you're getting those rows. We're still moving both those hands, just like Teresa is right there. We're squeezing those shoulder blades. Make sure we're not rounding those shoulders. 10 seconds, everybody. Next up, we'll go into those chest flies. Oh, I see you, Debbie, with those reverse flies. Awesome form. We have 2, 1. On to the floor, back on the mat or on the floor, knees bent. We'll get started in 2, 1. Here we go, here we go. At home, you're doing those wide push-up shifters, just like Teresa is doing perfectly right there. At the bottom, you're gonna shift your weight side to side. If you do have a hard time shifting that weight, you can just focus on wide push-ups. Everybody with those chest flies, pretend like you're hugging a tree, squeeze that chest up at the top. We have less than 10 seconds. Next up will be that kneeling curl and press. We have 2, 1. There we go, everybody. Get to that kneeling position. Remember, curl, and then you will press up, either with your bag or with your weights. We have 2, 1. Here we go. Here we go. I see you, everybody. And everybody doing it later, I can see you getting those presses and those curls. First you get that curl, then that press. Get up, squeeze those muscles, make those reps count, everybody. We have less than 10 seconds. Next up will be those piston rows, or for everybody at home, we'll get those regular rows with your weighted bag. We have 2, 1. Get ready, everybody. Grab your weights. Remember, upper body parallel towards the ground. Make sure those shoulders are not running forward. We get started in 2, 1. Let's go. Make sure those elbows go past your back. We're squeezing those muscles. Awesome job. Stay strong. Remember, we're not rotating those shoulders. We're keeping that body nice and level. Less than 10 seconds. We will go into those step-up front raises or regular front raises. We have 2, 1. You can also do lunges with those front raises. Just make sure that weight does not go anywhere above or below those shoulders. We get started in 2, 1. Here we go. Give it up. You've got this. Bring those weights up to your shoulders, not anywhere higher or lower. Feel that burn in those shoulders, everybody. Aim for those 8 to 12 reps, less than 10 seconds. Next up will be our skull crushers. We have 3, 2, 1. Get ready. We're going to be back on the floor or on the mat, knees bent. Keep those elbows tight. Do not flare them out. Here we go. Squeeze those triceps. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you bring that weight up. Flex those muscles at the top. Stay strong, everybody. You got this. Believe you can get these reps. Less than 10 seconds. We'll get into that core board, starting with those half get-ups on the right side. We have 2, 1. So you have your weight in your right arm, left knee up. Everybody get ready. 2, 1, let's go. Nice, get that chest up to those knees. Oh, perfect stuff. Loving this hard work. In 10 seconds, we'll go to those Superman push-ups. Remember, it's 3-second transitions. You want to flip right over right away. We have 3, 2, 1. Go and flip on over into those Supermans and get started in 2, 1. Let's go. Ready at home. Hit those Supermans. Make sure we're not rotating those hips or those shoulders. You extend those arms out. You can extend those legs out as well. We have 10 seconds. We'll go to the other side of those half get-ups on the left side. So weight in your left hand, right knee up. We'll start at 2, 1, go and flip on over. Remember, 3 seconds. We'll get started right now. Here we go. Remember, keep that arm extended. Aim towards the ceiling. Pretend they're going to punch the roof. Oh, we are doing so great today on this upper body day. 10 seconds. Almost there. Get those last reps. After this, we'll go back to those upper body stuff. We have 2, 1. We're going to back to those upright, Y squat upright rows. So grab your waist. You do get 12 seconds to transition. We'll get this started in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Remember, keep those elbows high, but higher than your wrists. Maybe you can also just focus on your upper body and get those upright rows. It is upper body day. Here we go. Lead with those elbows. Oh, I see you getting those, Gina, with those upright rows. Perfect form. A few more seconds left. We get to those reverse flies. We have 2, 1. Get ready. Reverse flies. Grab your dumbbells or grab your bags. We get started in 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, slight bend with those elbows. Make sure we're not rounding those shoulders forward. If you need to pick up your upper body a little bit to make sure that we're squeezing those shoulder blades together, you can do that. We have 10 seconds. After this, we'll go into those chest flies. So we'll be back on the floor. We get started. We get this in 2, 1. We get into that. Get ready for those chest flies or those push-ups with those shifting weights. There you go. If you're doing those push-ups at home, remember wide position, shifting your weight side to side. If you do have those dumbbells, you get those chest flies. Slide bend in those elbows. Squeeze that chest at the top. Full range of motion. You can also focus on your breathing. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you bring those weights together and squeeze that chest. Less than 10 seconds. We'll get into that kneeling curl and press. We have 3, 2, 1. Nice. Everybody get to that kneeling position. You ready? Remember, 2-part movement. Get started in 2, 1. Here we go. Curl and then press up at the top. If you have dumbbells, you can do different variations. You can do that hammer position with those curls and then press up in the narrow position. To stay strong, everybody. Let's build this lean muscle today in today's day at the Muscle Factory. Less than 10 seconds. We'll get into those piston rows or regular rows. We have 3, 2, 1. There, grab your dumbbells, grab your bags. We'll get this started right now. Here we go. Remember, alternate between each arm. Make sure you're not rotating those shoulders on those piston rows. Here we go. Lead with those elbows. Make sure they get past your back. Everybody at home, I see you getting those rows. I see you, Patty. We got this. Less than 10 seconds. We'll go to those step-up front raises. We have 2, 1. Remember, you can also do lunges with those front raises or front raises by themselves. Just get ready in 2, 1. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's get these reps. Let's get stronger. Let's become the best version of ourselves. Rep by rep, second by second. We're going to get there. Every single one of us. Just stay focused. Eye on that prize. Less than 10 seconds. We'll go into those skull crushers. Perfect fluid movements, everybody. You have 2, 1. Get ready, skull crushers. Back on the mat or on the floor. Get ready, 2, 1. Let's get it. Squeeze those triceps. Bring those dumbbells or that bag behind your head. Dumbbells to the side of your ears. Squeeze those triceps. Don't flare those elbows out. Because we have 10 seconds. We'll go back to that core board with those half get-ups on the right side. We have 3, 2, 1. Dumbbells are weighted bag in your right hand. Left knee up. Get ready, 2, 1. Let's get it. Get that chest up to your knee. If you need to use that opposite arm, that opposite elbow to help you get that chest up to the knee, that is perfectly fine. Just make sure you're not bringing that foot off the ground to swing for momentum. Less than 10 seconds. We'll get into those Superman planks. We have 3, 2, 1. Go on, flip on over. Remember, 3-second transition. Let's go. So extend those arms out. Just make sure you don't rotate those hips or those shoulders. Keep it nice and level. Awesome job, everybody. Flex those abs. Extend those arms out. We have a few more seconds. We'll go to those half get-ups on the left side. We have 2, 1. Flip on over. Here we go. Let's get it. Remember, weight in your left hand, right knee up. We are not bringing that extended leg off the ground. Awesome job, everybody. 10 seconds. We'll go back to our upper body stuff with those wide squat upright rows. We have 3, 2, 1. So you get 12 seconds. So get time to grab your weights, grab your kettlebells, grab your dumbbells. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Remember, keep those elbows high as you're doing those upright rows. Get deep into those squats. Remember, it is a wide squat, so feet should be wider than shoulder width. You got this. Lead with those elbows. Get them nice and high. Make sure those elbows are higher than your wrists. 2, 1. We're going to get into those reverse flies, everybody. Grab your weights. Get ready in 2, 1. Here we go. We're nice and wide with those arms. Just a slight bend in those elbows. You don't want to lead with those elbows and turn it into a row. Keep it up. Almost there. Get those last reps, less than 10 seconds. You can get at least 3 more. I know you can. After this, we'll get into those chest flies. We have 3, 2, 1. Onto the floor. Make sure those knees are bent. We're going to hug those trees in 2, 1. Here we go. You can also get everybody at home those wide push-up shifters, just like Teresa is performing perfectly. We're going to get deep into that push-up, shift your weight. You're going to aim to bring your chest to those wrists at the bottom, either on your toes or on your knees. Squeeze that chest with those flies. Less than 10 seconds. We'll go into those kneeling curls and presses. We have 2, 1. Get ready. Kneeling position, everybody. Curl and presses. biceps and shoulders in 2, 1, let's go. Curl, press, 2 different movements, so focus on one at a time. You want to build that lead muscle in those biceps, but also in your shoulders with those presses. Don't combine the movements together. And stay perfectly straight with those kneeling positions, less than 10 seconds. We'll go into those piston rows or those regular rows in 2, 1. Go and grab your weights. Dumbbells or weighted bag. Piston rows or regular rows in 2, 1. Remember, don't rotate those shoulders. You're keeping that upper body nice and level. Make sure those elbows go past your back. Make sure those shoulders are not rounded forward as well. You want to have that good posture. 10 seconds. We'll get into those step-up front raises or lunge front raises or front raises. We have 2, 1. Awesome job, everybody. Step-up front raises, regular front raises in 2, 1. Here we go. You got this. You got this. Remember, not anywhere higher or lower than those shoulders. Keep it up. Fight for your reps. Fight for yourself. Always challenge yourself to get that next rep. Less than 10 seconds. We'll go into those skull crushers. We have a few more seconds. There we go. We're going to get into those skull crushers, everybody. We're going to back on the mat or on that floor. 2, 1, let's go. Squeeze those triceps at the top. If you have that weighted bag, we bring that bag behind your head or right up to your forehead. And then squeeze those triceps at the top. If you have those dumbbells, bring them to the side of your ears. And then extend at the top with those triceps. Less than 10 seconds. We'll go into that core board again. Remember, half get-ups on the right side. We have 2, 1. Half get-ups on the right side. Thumb on your right hand, left knee up. Get ready. 2, 1. Here we go. Hey, I see some arms coming up with those half get-ups. Keep them nice and straight. There we go. Fight for every single rep you can get. You've got this. A few more seconds. We'll get into that Superman plank. We have 2, 1. We're going to flip on over. And let's go. Extend those arms. If you can, you extend those legs out as well. But first and foremost, make sure you can extend that arm out forward without rotating those hips or in those shoulders. Less than 10 seconds. We'll go to the other side, left side. We have 3, 2, 1. Left side with those half get-ups. Let's go. All right, we'll get that chest up to those knees. Aim to the ceiling. Remember, you want to punch a hole in a ceiling with that fist or with that dumbbell or with that weighted bag. 10 seconds. We're going to go back to the top. One more time, actually, 2. We have 3, 2, 1. Get ready. Y squat upright rows. We do get 12 seconds. So there's a little bit of time. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We get deep into those squats and get that upright row. You'd also take those squats out and focus on your upper body and get those high upright rows. Make sure those elbows are high, but higher than your wrists. Here, let's get these reps, everybody. Let's get everything we can get. Less than 10 seconds to go to those reverse flies. We have 3, 2, 1. Nice, get ready. Reverse flies. Grab your dumbbells or that weighted bag. We can start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Stay focused. Remember, our Fit Body Focus message of the week is Stop limiting your challenges and start challenging your limits. Challenge yourself. Challenge how far you can go. Because the more you challenge yourself, the more improvements you will have going forward. Less than 10 seconds. We'll go into those chest flies. We have 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back to the floor on the mat. Nice and wide with those arms. And 2, 1. Let's go. Let's get it. Squeeze that chest at the top. Make those reps count. You want to build that lean muscle. You got to feel those muscles every single rep. You want to feel that burn. You want to aim for those 8 to 12 reps. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you bring those weights together. Less than 10 seconds. We'll go into that kneeling curl and press. We have 2, 1. Kneeling positions, everybody. If you do have those dumbbells, you can do different variations. We get started in 2, 1. Here we go. Curl, press. Get those reps. Fight for yourself. Fight to get to that next level. Fight to get to that finish line. Fight to get this victory. Less than 10 seconds. We'll go into those piston rows or regular rows. Almost there. Get that last rep. We have 2, 1. There you go. Piston rows, regular rows. Whether you have your dumbbells or your bags. Get started in 2, 1. Don't rotate those shoulders, everybody. Keep it nice and level. But also squeeze those shoulder blades together. This will help you with that posture. Keep it up, almost there, 10 seconds. Keep fighting for those piston rows. If you have those regular rows, I know you can get at least a few more reps. We have 3, 2, 1. Step up with those front raises, regular front raises, or you can lunge with those front raises. We get started in 2, 1. Perfect front raises, everybody. Work those shoulders. Feel that burn. 8 to 12 reps. I see some step ups. I see you getting those front raises, Patty. Remember, just up to your shoulders. Not anywhere higher or lower. Less than 10 seconds. And you get into those skull crushers. 2, 1. Final upper body strength exercises, those skull crushers. Get ready in 2, 1. Let's get it. Oh, we've been doing so awesome today. We've been absolutely crushing every single rep, every single exercise. So let's not stop now. Let's give it our absolute best effort. Let's put our heart out on this floor in this workout today. Less than 10 seconds. We'll go to that core board. Half get-ups with that right side. We have 2, 1. So weight in your right hand, left knee up. Get ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we get it. Chest up to those knees. Make sure that that extended leg, that extended foot does not get off the floor. We don't want to seesaw our way up. Less than 10 seconds. Flip on over into those Supermans. Almost to get those lap half get-ups. We have 2, 1. Flip on over, everybody. Supermans, let's go. Extend those arms nice and straight. Remember, only extend those legs out as long as you can extend that arm out perfectly without rotating those shoulders or those hips. 10 seconds. You are so close to that finish line. After this, it's just one more exercise. We have 2, 1. Half get-ups left side. Final exercise. Let's go. You better be fighting all day. We've been going at it with these reps throughout this full 30 minutes. Let's finish strong. Less than 10 seconds. Don't give up. Get those last reps. Get every rep you can get. We have 3, 2, 1. There we go, everybody. Awesome job. Let's get into our stretches. We're going to start up with that behind the back pull. So you're going to grab that wrist behind your back. You're going to pull against it, feel that stretch out in those triceps. You can also bend forward as well. You get that little extra stretch if you have that range of motion. Feel that stretch up, take a nice deep breath. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale through your mouth, you can deepen out that stretch. And then once you're ready, you can go ahead and switch sides, grab the other wrist. Feel that stretch out, take a nice deep breath. Word of the day, I'll make it nice and fun. Dinosaur. What's your favorite dinosaur? You can text your favorite dinosaur to your coach. Next stretch is that over the head stretch with rounded around. So just like Teresa is, you can go around, grab that wrist as you stretch around on that. Remember, word of the day is dinosaur. My favorite dinosaur is T-Rex. And then once you're ready, go ahead and switch sides with those wrists. Feel that stretch. Also for equipment tomorrow will be a weighted bag or dumbbells, sliders if you have some at home, and also an elevated surface. Those are optional, but if you have those. And also print out your sheet as well. Make sure you're having your sheet ready for tomorrow's workout. Awesome job, everybody. Air fives, air elbows, air knuckles. You did it. Awesome job.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
You guys have a fabulous day.